Lucky day. It sure is a lucky day. Saludos, Tommy. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Okay, let's wait a minute here. We're going to get on here in a second. Well, we got 7 people. I think that's good enough for 7 people. Let's see it here. All right, it's getting late, so let's do this already. Okay, look good. Okay, looks good. All right, let's do this. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Guys, before I get into the subjects that I would like to share with all of you, please, I ask all of you to please give me a thumbs up while you're watching this live podcast or live stream, whatever it is that you call it. Please don't forget to give us a big thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. That way this channel continues growing. All right, guys? Don't forget to do that for us. You know, that's the little things that we ask from you guys. The rest, we take care of the rest, you know? We'll give you those perks that you guys, need, Also, ladies and gentlemen, I want to just say something to all of you because I'm getting a lot of subscribers asking me for watch market update on watch models that they are interested in purchasing. And I try to do my best. I didn't know that this was gonna get so popular, but I'm getting requests, every single day on my charming organic watch channel subscribers requesting, this model, this brand, and all that good stuff. And sometimes, I forget, I forget because I'm looking at the messages that you guys are leaving me in the comment section. If you will be kind enough, if you would like me to give you, get to you guys and give you that watch market update, shoot me an email. There's an email there. You just go into the link and shoot me an email. That way I'm for sure gonna catch, what watch you want me to give you a watch market update because I get all tangled up. Kino's not the most savvy person in the world, and you know what I'm trying to say, right? So if you can do me that favor, that would help me out a lot. But I didn't know that this was going to become so popular. I have people from all the corners asking me for, can you please do a watch market update in this, on this brand, on this model, and all that good stuff. And I'm happy about that because that's a good sign. That's a real good sign. So please, if you can do that for me, that'll be great, right? The number 2 thing that I want to talk to you guys too about is that for some reason I feel like I'm doing something good. I'm doing something good for the watch community. I feel that I'm doing something real good for you guys. But for some reason, I feel like this channel, some way, somehow, is under attack. Don't know why, and that's fine. But maybe it's just my conspiracy thinking ways, But for some reason, I feel like we're under attack, and I believe that what I bring to you guys is try to bring you knowledge, things that you can use when you out there trying to purchase a watch, or just for whatever reason, I try to just drop some good advice to you guys, Some of you might like it, some of you might not like it, and that's fine too, I don't have a problem with that. But I feel like, yeah, we are under attack, and every time that we are having a live podcast or whatever you call this live stream, we get a we get a interruption. I don't know from where. Maybe it's my computer. Maybe it's my computer, and sometimes it goes haywire. Maybe it's that. But like I said again, anybody that's listening to me out there, I don't use no foul language in this channel. I don't lie to these people. I try to tell them as much as I could, and I understand it's truthful. So I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I don't make a lot of reviews on watches. I don't make reviews on straps, and all that good stuff. And maybe that's why they probably don't you know it could be you're absolutely right, Alex. It could probably be there. Could probably be the boxer. But I'm telling you all this so you know what's going on. We are standing strong, and I feel very I feel very, very happy in the sense that we're making some noise out there. We're making some big noises with our prices. My prices of my watch market update. There are people out there. They're pretty salty. They're pretty salty, and they're pretty bitter. If I may use that word. But I'm happy because that means that our message is coming across. So I'm very, very happy about that. So I wanted to let you guys know about this, that we have to stick together. We are strong. We're over 8,000 strong. So that's a good thing. And but again, that constant attack on us, and it's a little bit it bothers. It bothers a little bit being under attack. And let me explain to you something, ladies and gentlemen. Are you guys there? Yes, you guys are there. Okay. Let me explain to you something, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to explain this to you so you understand what do I mean about we are under attack. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for liking my shirt. Thank you so much. It's a little summer color, a little linen. Um, I don't know if you guys are familiar with a gentleman by the name of Julian Brown. By the name of Julian Brown. I got you on the 5711 today. I'm gonna give you a watch market update on the 5711 Nautilus. I'll give it to you. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the gentleman Julian Brown. Julian Brown. He's something like who I am. Julian Brown. Does anybody know who Julian Brown is? No? I'm going to tell you who Julian Brown is. Julian Brown is a good man. He's a good man. He's a good young man. Well, Julian Brown, you're gonna know today who Julian Brown is, Alex. How's that? You 19 organic watch channel subscribers are gonna know who Julian Brown is. Julian Brown is a gentleman that he did something unbelievable. He turned plastic, he turned plastic into gasoline. You understand me? He turned plastic into gasoline. It's unbelievable. What this young man did was unbelievable. And for some reason, when you do things that are good to help out, the world, not society, the world, it comes back to bite you in your rear end. And I'm talking to you guys today. I think this is the most serious I have ever talked to you guys, to be honest. So you guys should be, privileged to see me talking this way. So this gentleman, Julian Brown, he turned plastic into gasoline. And for some reason, the owners of the world didn't like that. And for some reason, this gentleman, he got lost. Poof, he got lost because you're not supposed to be inventing things, like that, not without our permission, with the owners of the world, the Bilderbergers, skulls and bones, you know what I'm trying to say, right? You understand? BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street, all these people, Rothschilds, Rockefellers, J.P. Morgan. You can't be doing those kind of things. So this young man had to, get to, exactly, Kevin, exactly, Kevin. Yeah, they'll put your shoes in concrete, man, and they'll leave you there, So, I want you guys to be aware that he was doing something good, like I'm doing something good, spreading the good word, giving you guys knowledge, giving you guys direction. And sometimes for doing good things, people that do good things, they end up finishing last. But that's fine because we know that. We know that. I understand that, because it's a business, It's all a business. The world is a big business. And you and me are not involved in that business. So this gentleman, if you would like to look into him, you look into him. His name is Julian Brown. And again, he was doing something big because I told you yesterday, and I'll repeat it again, that gentleman, that new gentleman that's working out of Pennsylvania Avenue, the new administration, he made the biggest business deal they say ever. And what was the business deal? What was it? It was energy, energy. So this is what this person, Julian Brown, was involved in growing plastic waste crisis, energy. He was involved in energy. And you can't get involved in that, Julian Brown. You can't get involved in that because this is for people, like the European Union, they have that energy control, not you, Julian Brown, or not you, Juan Felipe Nieves. You don't have that. You don't have that control, that watch market control. So that's how it is. I don't know if I'm making sense to you guys. And so he got lost, because when the ACI, when the ACI gets involved, that's it. If you don't know what the ACI is, you play with the letters. Play with them, all right? You play with the letters and you get it, right? All right. So I'm happy that you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Um, like I said again, I do this. I do all this for the watch community. I do it, I do it. And like I said again, you're gonna have people that are gonna like it, and you're gonna have people that are gonna dislike it. The ones that are gonna dislike it are the ones that have, like everything in life, money involved, like BlackRock, Bilderbergers, those people, J.P. Morgan, money, You can do whatever you want, but don't play with them with their money. Don't play with their money. Don't play with that. And these people don't play, these people play, you know what's going on. And you know it, exactly. The Bohemian Grove, it's gonna end, the next, I would say 24 hours is gonna end already, that big party they have over there with the owl, over there somewhere in California, unbelievable those people, the way they control everything. I told you Julian Brown, he was able to turn plastic into gasoline, and his reward was get out of here. Get out of here quickly, move on. Move out of here, So I wanted to tell you all this. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. I hope that we have today with us live here. I hope we have Franco Fiore. I hope we have Thurston Howell III. I hope he's here. He's here too. I hope so. I wanna thank first, Franco Fiore. Franco Fiore. I'm going to another subject now. Franco Fiore. Yes, Thurston is here. Beautiful. I'm happy you're here, Thurston. I'm happy. Franco Fiore. I believe it was yesterday, or I don't know when it was, but he And I looked in the comments, and I was able to find what he left. He put there, one, you should take a look at this movie, which is called 99 Homes. 99 Homes. Ladies and gentlemen, this movie blew my mind. I dissected the whole movie, and again, I don't know how 99 Homes. It's, sometimes great movies, slip through the cracks, and I'm talking about myself, and I missed the movie, but it's called 99 Homes, and it's unbelievable of what happened in 2008, with the home, houses, the house market, the way people were losing houses back and forth, people that really, really had their houses for many, many years, and bad times came and foreclosure came, and the way they would, turnkey, get you out of the house, and the guy was just throwing people all over the place out of their houses and taking their houses away. It's an unbelievable movie, and I'm telling you, this is in the same level as the movies that recommended, like, Network, They Live, um, this right now, 99. Yes, yes, similar to The Big Short. I'm telling you, I was blown away. The acting was superb. The guy that was involved in the foreclosure, he was an excellent actor. I mean, he looks. If you want to see somebody without no empathy, you have to see that guy. The way he spoke, the way he went about it, it was unbelievable. So The Big Short too. Okay, so I have to watch The Big Short. Two people have told me that, Robert and Thurston. So I have to see The Big Short. But I was in total like, wow, what a movie. I told my wife this morning early in the month, man, I saw this movie. I couldn't stop watching it. Yes, she's told me, I noticed it was late and you were still watching this. Yeah, it was just so good. The way they played it was so, it looked for real, like what the way it happens for real. Taking all your belongings and putting them in the sidewalk, and your little brother crying, your mother crying. It's unbelievable. You gotta see, this movie. I'm telling you, you have to see it. All the movies that I have told you, you have to see them. There really are good recommendations. And again, I want to thank Franco Fiore for the movies he's recommended. Mr. Donut, Mr. Blair, and Mr. Thurston, Mr. Robert, all of you guys. I want to give all of you a big shout out for all that, right? So we got taken care of that. The other thing I want to say is, I want to say something about a gentleman by the name of Thurston Howell III. He's unbelievable. In this channel, we try that everybody, is somebody in this channel. Every single person. And Thurston Howell III, he wrote down a comment today that, it touched my heart, and I'm very sensitive person, and it's unbelievable that he's telling us in the comment that he left. He's telling us that he has some family members that are out there, in China, Hong Kong, somewhere over there, and the family came back, and he was telling us that over there, Xinjiang, Hong Kong, and Hong Kong crosses the the river, I don't know, the bay, whatever you want to call it, and that side is Xinjiang, and they say that the punchline when they got back over here, this is what Mr. Thurston Howell III says, that the punchline is Uber clones exist over there in Hong Kong. So if you are heading to Hong Kong, be very careful, because there are Uber clones over there. Unbelievable. So again, be very careful. Take care of your family. This is a serious person by the name of Mr. Thurston Howell III, and he's advising all of us. So, Uber clones, they're over there, Hong Kong. And then from Hong Kong, you got Gilligan's Island, which is Qingjing, and I want you to know something too, ladies and gentlemen. I thought, and I've been telling you this always. I thought, thank you very much, Mr. Howard, for that super chat. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I thought for a moment that the situation with the China situation and with Rolex was gonna, stay quiet, but it has opened up again. It has opened up again, and people are still, bad mouthing, this beautiful company that we all like, or some of us like, um, Uber clone of Tiffany. Yes, it's unbelievable. But when I read that, I really touched my heart, and I said, wow, that's very nice, and I just want to let you guys know all about that. I really appreciate everything that you guys do for the channel, because when I might be the one talking my silly stuff here, but all of you are part of this channel. All of you have a say in this channel. If I say sometimes things the wrong way, you can correct me. I'm a very easy human being, and I don't get offended with nothing. If you don't understand me, please, let me know, and I'll try to explain it to you in the best of my ability, So I wanted you guys to know all that, and so we talked about Julian Brown. He turned plastic into gasoline, and he went away like Casper the Ghost. We talked about the movie 99 Homes, unbelievable, and we talked about Hong Kong. The punchline, there is Uber clone over there. So, be careful with it, right, guys? We also have a wonderful watch market update set up for you guys. I said this earlier, and I'll repeat it again. The watch market update requested by our organic watch channel subscribers, and sometimes they're not even organic watch channel subscribers. They just come here, they want to spook, and they want to find out prices, But please, sometimes I don't get it in the comment section. I forget about it. If you can send me an email, it'll work out better for me, okay? I can make you the watch market update easier. All these prices that I'm going to give you today are from, watch channel subscribers, I'm going to give you that watch market update now. So, ladies and gentlemen, our first watch market update of the evening is the Rolex Daytona White Gold Oyster Flex 40 millimeter, reference number 126519 LN. Retail price is $39,300. Plus your taxes, it's up there, 41, I don't know, something, 42, whatever it is. But don't pay for that watch, and don't pay for that watch more than $44,000. $44,000, right, guys? $44,000. Our next watch is a Rolex White Gold Sky Dweller 42 millimeter leather strap. Reference number 326139. This watch has a retail price of $44,900. I repeat, it's all white gold with a black dial. Black dial with a leather strap, right? This is one of the first Sky Dwellers. $44,900. And ladies and gentlemen, to all of you that are looking for this watch, don't pay. Don't pay. Don't get scared. It's nothing big. It's no big deal. No big deal. Don't pay for that watch. Don't pay for that watch more than $23,000 and dropping. I know. The watch market is dead, ladies and gentlemen. The watch market is dead. Thank you, Alex. The watch market is dead, ladies and gentlemen. This is why prices keep on dropping. You cannot continue artificially holding up watch prices. You can't. You can't. You just can't. There's no money out there, papi. No hay estilla, no hay dinero, no hay pasta, no hay cuarto, no money, no euros. There's nothing out there. You know the button, even the button fell off already. People don't even have the button no more. They took it off. No more button for people. No more buttons. I'm just letting you know what's going on. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to talk to you about a watch that I want you guys to listen and then put these two watches together that I'm going to give you now. It is the Rolex White Gold Date. Repeat, Rolex White Gold Date with a silver baguette dial. Silver baguette dial. I want you to listen to this. Reference number is the 228239, 40 millimeter, with a retail price of $55,000 plus your taxes. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you this, and you do whatever you want. But don't pay for that watch, and I mean don't pay for that watch more, and I mean more than $37,000. Okay? 55, don't pay more than $37,000. And you heard, it has a silver baguette dial. Okay? You got that one, right? You got that one. This one is a Rolex White Gold Date with a meteorite dial, baguette dial. You know? Meteorite, baguette dial. Understand me? Meteorite, baguette dial. Reference number 228239. Same as the one that I just gave you right now, right? The only difference, this one has a meteorite dial, you know, with baguettes. The other one has a silver with baguette dial, right? $55,000 is the retail price plus your taxes. And I'm going to tell you, don't pay for that white gold meteorite dial, baguette dial. Don't pay more. You do whatever you want. You do whatever you want. You can continue believing what they're telling you, that the watch market is up and running. It ain't up and running. Watch market is dead. Watch market is dead. Don't pay for that watch more than $48,500. Did you see the difference between the white gold with the silver baguette dial and the meteorite dial? What is it? Like over $11,000 difference? You're paying $11,000 for a meteorite dial. $11,000. Right? Let that sink in. Okay, guys. Our next watch is an unbelievable watch. It's a Cartier Santos, you know, with a diamond bezel. This is a new watch. Many people don't care for Cartier, but these are subscribers that are asking me for this watch. And I'm going to give you, sir, the price that you want before you pull the trigger on this watch. You know, Cartier Santos. Yellow gold, you know, full set. Reference number is the WJSA0010. This watch has a retail price of $42,900. Sir, remember, this is a new watch. New watch. Don't pay for that watch. I mean, you do whatever you want with your money. You do whatever you want. You can go to Cartier, to the boutique, and you pay them. Wow, 28 Robert Taylor saying, I didn't even ask. I didn't even ask. Robert Taylor saying $28,000 for that watch, right? You can go, sir, to the boutique and pay them the $42,900 for the watch. But I'm going to tell you, sir, Mr. Robert said $28,000, and he's very, very close. And I'm going to tell you, don't pay for that watch. Don't pay more than $26,500. All right, guys? You got that, right? Beautiful. We're good. Our next watch is a Richard Mille Rose Gold RM6701. You know, unbelievable. You know, 2024. You know, watch, unbelievable. This is incredible. This watch. You know, this is nice watch. You know, Rose Gold, full set. And I'm going to tell you, the RM6701. 01. New, almost a new watch. And this watch was all the way up. All the way up. And I'm not going to tell you how all the way up it was. That it was all the way up. Believe me, all the way up. Don't pay for that watch, for that RM6701 Rose Gold. Don't pay more than $205,000. You do whatever you want. It's your money, and you spend it as you please. We don't care what you do with your money. We don't care. We care about giving you the information. But what you do with your money, that we cannot control. You know, you can't control that. I don't care if they're telling you out there that they're asking for that watch 220. I'm telling you what you should pay. You heard me. And that's the number you should pay. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we have here a watch. Gerard Perregaux. I don't know if you know, some of you are familiar with that watch brand. The Gerard Perregaux it's a very, very good watch brand. I mean, very, very good, you know? Very good. But for some reason, you know, it's kind of, you know, under the radar, you know? And you know how it is. But this one here is the Loretto. The Loretto, and it's the Aston Martin, you know, green ceramic green. It's an unbelievable time machine, you know? Aston Martin, the car, you know, unbelievable. They even have a Formula One, you know, car with that watch and everything, you know, all that good stuff, you know, all that greasy oil stuff, you know, unbelievable. And this reference number is the 81010-32-30811CX. And the retail price of this watch, ladies and gentlemen, saludos, Doc, saludos. The retail price of this watch is $30,000. $30,000. And this is a watch, like I'm telling you, it's you know, it's an unbelievable watch. It is. It's an unbelievable looking time machine. But, you know, some of these watches just cannot hold, you know, their value. But if you like the watch because you like it and you want it, hey, it's an unbelievable watch. Me, as a matter of fact, I love the watch. I think it's beautiful. But this is the price that I'm going to tell you, sir, that you should pay for that watch. And this watch is practically, you know, brand new. Brand new. It came out like a year and a half ago. It came out. And it's an unbelievable looking watch. Don't pay for that watch more than $14,500, and it is dropping. I don't feel today like dropping. I feel like I want to stay, you know, where I'm at, serious for you guys, you know. For some reason, I feel today a little bit serious, you know. I don't know why. I don't know why. Our next watch, ladies and gentlemen, is a Richard Mille. Another Richard Mille. Rose Gold RM30-01. Skeletonized dial, you know, with gold hour markers. Unbelievable watch, you know, black rubber strap. This watch is unbelievable. And this watch right here, at one moment, was all the way up. All the way up. It's like a Formula One watch, you know, it's unbelievable, you know. It's unbelievable, this watch, you know, you can hear, you know. You can hear the power of this watch, you know. It sounds like a race car, you know. Unbelievable, but it was all the way up, ladies and gentlemen. I'm afraid to tell you how all the way up it was, because I'm embarrassed of Richard Mille watches, and I'm embarrassed for the people. I'm sorry if you guys have purchased, you know, these watches, you know, in that Corona beer era, you know. But it's crazy, you know. It's crazy what people pay for this watch, you know. It's unbelievable. The RM30-01 skeletonized, you know, unbelievable. Don't pay for that watch, ladies and gentlemen. You do whatever you want. If they're asking you for that watch $249, I'm gonna tell you my price, sir. Don't pay more, and I mean don't pay more than $219,000. And ladies and gentlemen, I have to. I have to. Dumping again. I have to. He's not here with me today, but dumping again. He did. Richard Mille watches are dead in the pond. Richard Mille watches are dead in the pond. It's a sucker's bet buying that watch, ladies and gentlemen. It's a sucker's bet. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. I hope you understand me. But I had to give you the drop. I had to. Something came over me and I had to. You know, I got jumpy. I got edgy. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. But ladies and gentlemen, our next watch is an unbelievable watch. And you guys need to continue getting smart. So when you're out there, you know how to talk. the better you talk to these flim-flammers, hucksters, and hoodwinks, the more they respect you. Believe me, ladies and gentlemen, they respect you. And we're going to be talking about a Rolex, which is super, super, super rare. Super rare, unbelievable, Yeah, it does smell like something is dead. Unbelievable. It's dead. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a date. 36 millimeter. Off catalog. I will repeat it to you again. Off catalog. They call this watch the jigsaw puzzle. The jigsaw puzzle. Unbelievable watch, ladies and gentlemen. Reference number 128235. Ladies and gentlemen, that football player, that guy, I forgot his name, that he played for the Patriots, New England, I believe, somewhere. He played there. He had one of those, he sold it, and he got rid of all his watches. And they were asking for that watch like $295,000. Sir, you want to get this watch, and it's a very nice watch. It's an off catalog, and it's discontinued and all that good stuff. To collector's grade. That guy Brady Tom, unbelievable. That Brady Tom, that guy Brady Tom, and it's an unbelievable watch. But the jigsaw puzzle is dropping faster than Bill Clinton's pants in an Arkansas farmhouse. Unbelievable, but true, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable, and he sold it. He came out smelling like a rose. But I'm gonna tell you, sir, if you really want that watch, that rare, super rare watch, yep, Brady Tom. Brady Tom. Don't pay for that watch, ladies and gentlemen. You do yourself a favor and don't pay for that watch. Don't pay for that watch. Does anybody know what I'm going to try not to pay for that watch? This is a good exam here for you guys. This is a good exam. Does anybody know how much I'm going to tell you not to pay for that Brady Tom jigsaw puzzle, date 36 millimeter? The jigsaw puzzle. Anybody know? Nobody knows, huh? All right. Okay. Nobody knows. Okay, $65,000. Christopher, I wish I can say $65,000, but if I do say 65, I'm a big liar. And then you guys are going to call me liar, liar, pants on fire. And I don't want that to happen. All right, guys? But this is a super rare watch, and it's off catalog. In other words, you had to be somebody. They will pick you up in a limo, take you to the private airport, put you in a Learjet, give you a little bit of Cristal, Macallan, a little Macallan, and then they take out the box and they give it to you. This is an unbelievable. Saludos, Aquiles, saludos. It's an unbelievable watch. But I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I tell you that one moment, $295,000. Don't pay for that watch, sir. Don't pay more than $208,000 and dumping. You do whatever you want. You do whatever you want with your money. You do whatever you want. If you guys want to continue being possum kickers and cow tippers, tomato cans, tire kickers, if you want to continue, that's up to you. I'm here to help you. I'm here to give you a public service watch announcement. That's all I do. And for doing that, I get attacked. I get attacked every day for doing that, for doing something for the watch community, for you guys out there. So you guys stop giving away your children's tuition money. You stop giving away your own 401k, and now you're picking on your wife's 401k. I'm stopping that. I'm stopping that. I have many of your wives that have secretly emailed me thanking me. Unbelievable, but true. Just to let you know. You do whatever you want. You do whatever you want. It was a joke, guys. It was a joke. It was a joke. Ladies and gentlemen, our next watch is an unbelievable watch. It's an AP Royal Oak. Yellow gold. This is what you call a grail. This is a grail right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is a grail. It's unbelievable. The AP Royal Oak Yellow Gold 39 millimeter, reference number 15202 BA. B as in boy, A as in apple. You know, when you see those letters BA, it's a supersonic watch. It's a grail, you know? It's a grail. It's unbelievable, this watch. And ladies and gentlemen, you know, this watch, I tell you, they were talking about in that Corona era. They were talking about some silly, silly numbers that I shouldn't even use no more because it's like wow, you know, people just gave away, you know, all their coins, you know, they gave it away for free. They maintained these people's lifestyle, you know. I even wonder, ask myself, man, those people really lived it up, man. They really, really lived it up, you know, with, you know, that Corona era, which that Corona era will never come back again, ladies and gentlemen. That Corona beer, let me clarify, that Corona beer era will never, never come back again. Don't think for a moment that that's going to come back again. That will never come back again. And what I mean by Corona beer era, I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about the free government money that people just, you know, I don't know the word, piss, you know, pissed away. You know, I wasn't able to get on that bandwagon, you know, but people just pissed away, you know, just money like you won't believe it. You know, people were just taking out that PPP loan, you know, and just really milking it, you know, milking it, you know, just, you know, milking it. And, you know, free government protection, unemployment checks, you know, grants, stimulus checks, unemployment checks. It was crazy, ladies and gentlemen, and that's never going to happen again. And these people, you know, like that guy that's over there in Dubai, you know, the guy in Dubai, which I call the Iron Sheik Tunic Man, that he has over a $500 million in watches. He's praying to his God. You know, we need another outbreak of Corona beer. You know, something so you know something can happen. Papi, that's not gonna happen no more. That's not gonna happen no more. You know, it won't happen no more. So just to let you know, I'm going to go back to the AP Royal Oak Road. You know, I said that wrong. I take it back. I take it back. I got there lost for a moment. It is the yellow gold 39 millimeter, reference number 15202, blue dial. You know, the Holy Grail. Don't pay for that watch. I think I told you guys already. Don't pay for that watch. If I didn't, you're going to hear it again. Don't pay more. It's a beautiful watch with a blue dial. Yellow gold with a blue dial. Don't pay more than $89,000. All right, guys? So be careful with that watch. That watch is dropping. It's unbelievable. And they were saying that watch is going to go to, I don't know. You know what I'm saying. Our next watch, ladies and gentlemen, is a beautiful watch. It's a beautiful, beautiful watch. It is the AP Royal Oak Rose Gold Chrono Blue Dial, reference number 26331. You know, this is an older reference with a beautiful blue dial. Beautiful rose gold chrono. Retail price is $53,500. Does anybody know what I'm going to say not to pay for that watch? Anybody? Nobody knows? Okay, here it goes, ladies and gentlemen. Don't pay for that watch. Robert Taylor, 8063. Doc Mc 90. I need one more. One more, we're good. One more. Here it goes. Don't pay for that AP Royal Oak Rose Gold Chrono Blue Dial. Reference number 26331 OR. Don't pay. Alex, very good, Alex. Very good, Alex. You're the man. Ding, 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 ding. Alex, don't pay for that watch more than $77,000, all right? Don't pay more than $77,000. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another watch here, which is the AP Cold 1159. I want you to listen to this watch market update. This is the AP Cold 1159 perpetual calendar. You know, red gold, rose gold, Reference number 26394OR. You know, the blue Aventurine. The blue Aventurine, you know, galaxy in the stars as a dial, you know, with stars, and it's an unbelievable. This has to be the most expensive 1159 AP mix. Maybe I'm wrong. I like to be wrong. Please correct me. I like to be wrong, but I'm telling you, it's the blue Aventurine Galaxy Star. You know, the Galaxy Star, I put that part. But the Aventurine is for real, you know? Unbelievable. And ladies and gentlemen, the retail price, AP, Bobby, AP Royal Oak. I mean, AP Cold 1159. AP Cold 1159. Perpetual calendar. The retail price of this watch is unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. It's $109,300. $109,300. Unbelievable but true, ladies and gentlemen. And this has even a winder. It comes with a winder and everything. This is an unbelievable watch. Some of this watch, the only thing that needs is it flies, you know? It's an unbelievable looking time machine. Unbelievable, you know? Unbelievable. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you because you need to know this. Don't pay for this watch. And I mean, don't pay for this watch. You do whatever you want. You do whatever you want. But don't pay for that watch. And I mean, don't pay for that watch more than $53,000. And okay, there it is. I had to give a drop on that one. I had to. Ladies and gentlemen, to the ones that don't know this, but I'm sure that most of you know this already, Patek Philippe has a new Cubitus, you know? It has a new Cubitus. It's white gold. It's a 40 millimeter. It has a blue dial, and the reference number that watch is a 7128. 7128. Thank you very much, Thurston Howell. Thank you very much, Thurston. You don't have to do that, Thurston, but thank you very much, Papa. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. And if you guys don't know, you know, the Cubitus has another, you know, model, but smaller. It's a 40 millimeter. The other ones are 45. This is a 40. This is a 40. That's right, Doc. And this watch is very, very beautiful. It's white gold and all that good stuff. The retail price of this watch is $80,346. $80,346 plus your Uncle Sam's taxes. And they have it out there for 140, 145, you know, all those different numbers, 139, 140. And I'm going to tell you, sir, because I know you want to buy this watch. This is practically a new release. Don't pay for that watch. You do whatever you want. If you want to continue maintaining these people's lifestyle, that's up to you. But I'm going to tell you, don't pay for that watch. And I mean, don't pay for that watch more than $129,000. And okay, guys, that's what it is right there. Don't pay more than that. Don't pay more than that. Ladies and gentlemen, our next one is the Patek Philippe Nautilus 5711. We're talking about used slider condition material watches in this channel. Use. This watch, this Patek, has a retail price of $34,000 and change. You know, and when it was about to get discontinued, this watch went all the way up to $175,000. $175,000. And they were telling people, you know, they were telling window lickers that once the watch would get discontinued, you know, it became a collector, you know, all that good stuff. That's a good shot there, Doc, on that number. Good shot. At 75. They were telling that watch was going to go. I mean, you had to be dodo birds to believe these people. It was going to go up to $500,000, you know. And I would tell people, you know, please, come on, you know. But anyway, I didn't get on the bus, and I should have gotten the bus, but I did the right thing. And I don't know if I've told you guys the story about this watch, or my watch. I don't know if you guys know that what I do for a living, for real, what I do for a living, I am in the stone business, natural stone, flooring, coverings is what I do. And I was able to do a job to a gentleman that has a boutique of Patek Philippe. And as I was working for him, right before the watch that year, they were talking the watch was going to get discontinued. I was finishing his home in the Caribbean. I was finishing his home, and I would tell him always, I said, man, I really would like to get this watch, blah, 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 blah. And to my surprise, as I was finishing the project in the Caribbean, he surprised me, and I got that watch. I got it myself for the retail price. I got it. It was from my job performance, what I did for him in his house over there, and that's how I got that house, and that's why I never sold the watch because I respected, what this gentleman did with me. You have to have ethics and scruples and integrity in life, and I think I had all three together, and I didn't get on the bus. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, don't pay for that watch, and you do whatever you want. You know? Yeah, you remember, right? You should remember when I went all the way up, right, Mr. Donut? Yeah, I remember too. My daughter would tell me, "Hey, Dad, sell it, Dad." But that didn't happen. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you, don't pay for that watch. Use slighted condition material. Don't pay more than $83,000. Right, guys? It's holding up there. It's holding up there. $83,000. Our next watch is an IWC Big Pilot Annual Calendar, Le Petit Prince, limited to 250 pieces around the world. Around the world. It has a retail price of $24,000. And the reference number of that watch, just in case you want to look it up, is the IW502703. I'm going to tell you, sir, this is practically a brand new watch. He's telling me it's brand new, and the one that I'm seeing is brand new too. Don't pay for that watch more than $8,900. You do whatever you want. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a gentleman that requested a Rolex stainless steel Oyster Perpetual, pistachio, 41 millimeter, reference number 134300. It has a retail price of $6,650. And I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this is my last watch market update, of the night. And here it goes. Don't pay for that watch. Don't be dodo birds. Don't be dodo birds. The watch market is dropping faster than Billy Boy's pants in an Arkansas farmhouse. Don't pay for that watch, and you do whatever you want. But we say the truth in this channel. This watch was at $16,000, $17,000, and I'm going to tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, don't pay for that watch more than $12,500. And ladies and gentlemen, it is that. All right, guys, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That is your watch market update for today, for tonight. I hope you enjoy everything I had to say. I hope I covered everything that I had to cover. Don't forget that if you want a watch market update from me, please shoot me an email. It'll make it easier for me because when I look at all the comments you leave now, some of them just blow right by me. All right, so don't forget to look into that. Thank you very much, Robert, for the super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Also, don't forget to watch the movie that Mr. Franco Fiore recommended to all of us, which is called 99 Homes. It's a very, very, very powerful movie. I really, really highly recommend it, like the ones that I have recommended to you guys. I really strongly recommend it. 99 Homes. Very, very. It's a sad, but it's a realistic what's happening in the world. The way that the owners of the world run everything, and they don't care. The only thing they see is they see me and you as a dollar sign. That's all. They don't care. I mean, it's sad to say this, but thank you, Thurston. Thank you so much. Thank you. You too as well, to your family as well. So take a look, see at that movie. I'm also going to see the one that Thurston Howell recommended, which is called Short Something. Maybe you can put it one more time, Thurston. I think it's short something. Short, I don't know what it was, but I am gonna watch it. If somebody puts it here, I'll try to look for it in the comments and I'll probably find it. So don't forget to watch that movie. Also, if you're gonna go to Hong Kong, don't forget what Thurston Howell III said. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you so much. The Big Short. Don't forget that over there in Hong Kong, they do have also Uber clones. I repeat myself, they have Uber clones. So if you're going to that side of the world, it's right across, I don't know, the river or the bay, whatever it is. You have Qingjin, where they make those watches over there, the parts, and they send them to Switzerland, Geneva, over there. So they even have Uber clone over there. So don't forget that. And you know what I told you about Julian Brown. Look into Julian Brown. The only good thing that he tried to do, like I'm trying to do, is give you knowledge. He tried to bring knowledge to the table. He turned plastic into gasoline, and his reward for turning plastic into gasoline was that he got you got to get lost. I don't know. I don't know what happened to him. So when people do good things, this is the way they're rewarded, right, guys? Anyway, guys, don't forget that we also have a private watch group under my name, Juan Felipe Nieves, is in Facebook. Look under About, and you'll find their Opusntime Watches and request to join the channel. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for everything that you guys do. Thank you so much, sincerely, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being here with me. If you guys would not be here, there won't be no more Watch Market Update, and it will be gone kaput, But thanks to you guys, it's still here, right, guys? Thank you very much again to all of you again for your cooperation, for your help, for all those goodies, Thank you so much again. Guys, like we say always, take care and brush your hair.